point, and the kingdom on the recovery. Let's see how this goes.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a battle for match point for Onic Philippines. RQ Hoshi, they got a long way to go here to get that match point, but it will be a step closer if they can equalize against Onic Philippines. But it's King Kong on Suyo again, forcing out the Purify. Gonna be walking up against Rins. The Queller not used just yet. Good night, Rins. First blood to King Kong.
Oh, and they're not done. Kirk here, looking for a kill, finds it. Served up. Oh, no, that's not Kirk, that's Brusco. I was so fixated on the possibility of a Kalia Kirk, but instead it's Brusco on his almost 100% Kalia. This is something that Coach Kez did not see coming.
Look at the pathing, too, for King Kong. Instantly taking everything in the bottom side jungle. Pull yourself together. Brusco already CC Sutsujin, forcing him out, forcing him to use the electrifying beats. The arrow lands, but he won't be able to utilize it. Just a bit of poke.
Mechanically and literally, that is the longest kind of amount of stun you could get in the game of MLBB. Oh, the onward compromises Dyron, forces an early flicker.
And the arrow, again the combo, forcing Edoc to flicker out these resources, burnt like it's nothing by Onic Philippines.
If you open up the MLBB dictionary, you'll see a picture of this lineup when they say chain CC.
You see the basic attack from Kirk, the passive there, getting Edoc electrified quite a bit. Cancel his recall out. Now the purple buff going to be taking RQ Hoshi. No, they cannot contest this turtle.
Shades of Game 3, Mirko. Onic PH off the back of the beast, just taking care of business, cleaning up house. Look, even this small rock golem will go to King Kong.
Sutsujin going to be able to get that red tree down. But Brusco, Tsunami Slam into the Abyssal Arrow. Edoc just obliterated there. Rins gets the Purify out, now it's going to electrify beats by Sutsujin. RWM to lock him down. King Kong still there with a peel of Kirk. No trades available for RRQ. It's Kelra who gets even more value.
Easy money for the gold standard. Toy behind here on EXP. Definitely at least half a bar. Onic PH up by almost 2,000 gold here, not even 3 minutes in.
Another Abyssal Arrow landing again. It's landing at will now.
Yep, might as well just drop your phone when you get hit from that far away. That's what, 2.5 seconds that you have to sit there. Oh, Fritz back to back.
He's gonna be doing it again. Edoc's like, come in, go over, ejector. With Super Friends, we'll lose out on that trade there up against Edoc. Down below though, Sutsujin. Let's get this slam. Down on Sutsujin, has a Tsunami Slam, brings him all the way. Electrify beats, not enough to get him out. King Kong, 2 kills on the board. Domination, Edoc forced to just dodge. He's forced to play a minigame.
He's been playing that minigame for about a minute now, and Prince isn't letting up. Edoc can't even keep his jungler's purple buff in check. That's another case of grab that purple. King Kong is so guilty.
Oh. Rin's able to secure for the team, but it's still a purple buff, not on the hands of Sutsujin.
It went from worse to bad.
Yeah. It's a save, but it isn't really like a win.
You still say sorry.
You still do. Edoc playing this game of dodgeball right now. He's losing. He has dodged a few, I think 2, but the rest of it has just been landing.
His dodgeball and minesweeper for him. Tsunami Slam!
This time unable to get that chain CC down. That's going to be the Earth Shatter coming down. Diver's still able to go in. That's the Inasama first. Over to Brusco with the Infernal Pursuit.
Edoc flickering out of range. Dyron as well, backing off.
Electrifying beats over to Kirk. That's him still flickering out to safety. Turtle control should be in favor of RRQ, but Toy has left his lane up top.
And that'll leave Kelra with a lot of time alone with that gold shield. And he's chipping away at the main turret. This is a good trade for Onic PH. A turret for a turtle. 1-1 now the score on these major objectives.
These trades have all just been going in favor of Onic Philippines. And again, you can see why Super Prince has gone for the season Hunter. He has so much damage on the lethal. Unfortunately, didn't get the last hit there. Sutsujin onward, Earth Shatter. There shouldn't be a kill, but it is just a bit of poke from Kirk to Sutsujin.
Kirk taking care of business, down bottom. That's his responsibility. Elsewhere though, you see the rest of Onic PH just converging into these fights. Edoc dodges that arrow. Crystal Void committed by Rins. And we haven't really seen Ringe cross the river. They're still playing very conservatively. Oh, in comes Dyran.
Tsunami Slam. Dyran going to be locked down still. Taken down by Kelra. Edok there. It's going to be Brusco who's caught in the bad spot. That's a crossbow tag now over to King Kong, who's forced back. But you can see the damage from Kelra. Rhapsody to get another Sky Piercer. Abyssal Arrow dodged away from. But Onic Philippines are steadily still keeping that lead.
Sutsujin here behind enemy lines. I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know what he's hoping for. He is going for scraps. Look at this. The little bits of green that King Kong are leaving. These arrows are lethal. Super Prince drawing lines. But RQ can't cross. Kelra gets rings.
Oh, an arrow to save Kelra. Super Prince. How do you keep on doing this?
He hasn't really left Mirko. He's hovered around this area to see a heat map for Super Princess Selena. That would be a beauty, but truth be told, it's pretty simple. He's been standing around this area for so long.
Peeling with a Selena. That's how good he is. He can land his arrows at will and he can start peeling with his arrow.
He hasn't even used his flicker in a while. He just came off a cooldown now. Best believe he's just building up on utility. Look, he just sits in this bush, drops traps here in these vital points, just disincentivizing RQ from even pushing forward. Edok is playing a very difficult game, and that's an understatement.
Dyran's also struggling here. Every time he walks up, he just gets chain CC'd by the Earth Shatter, Tsunami Slam that brings him so far back that no one from RQ can really help him. Even with the flicker, it's been tough.
Another arrow thrown out by Super Prince here. RQ Hoshi converging onto the turtle. Oh, Tsunami Slam!
Engaging on towards Ida. RWM coming down as well. Brusco going to be taken out now. That's going to be Dyran locked down. Infernal Pursuit to delay the inevitable. Crossbow attack unable to get even a kill on Kirk. Meanwhile, Sutsujin under the turret. That's Kelra taking low. Blade Surge. One last shot. Soul Sever not landing. King Kong wants to go for the chase. One more basic attack. King Kong on a killing spree.
Massive changes on that emblem, allowing King Kong to catch up on foot. Now he's about to get punished. Toy looking to get some beads on him. Oh, again, peeling with Super Prince. He just stood there saying, I dare you, boy, I dare you.
And he takes away the lethal from RRQ Hoshi. They got the turtle, they got the turret, but it's a 4,000 gold lead. The lead is only built up for Onic Philippines.
8 minutes in. You see the Lord spawning in about a minute and change, lower quarter. There's just so much Onic is putting on the map without them even being in RQ's range. For the first time in a while, RQ is actually looking to pick a fight here, but no, they hear that, they see that, and they conceal themselves too.
Look at these arrows, man. Now it's starting to really hurt. You can see the items, only the enchanted talisman, so he's just been spamming it out. Wait for him to get the glowing wand.
What's he on to? Is that a trunch? He's about to build?
Not too sure myself. Udog gonna be stunned again by the Abyssal Arrow. Leo, they can't do anything. They're outranged and the skill shots just keep landing. These aren't skill shots, these are target abilities for Prince.
Could have sworn there's a magnet on at least 3 members of RQ Hoshi and a heat-seeking missile that Prince is throwing out. He hasn't left lane.
No.
He's been sitting here. And RQ Hoshi has nothing to do, nothing to show for it. Lord spawning in just 10 more seconds, and the map has turned blue with very little effort from Onic.
The battle of shoves earlier, it was really just about shoving. And for Onic Philippines, remember, the more they shove in like that, especially giving all the gold, all the last hits to Kelra, the more bullets he'll have in the next skirmish.
Kelra sitting at 501, already has his Sky Piercer. Best believe he sees anyone soft, the Sutsujin, Rins, or Toy, they're popping. Divine Glaive on the Rins now, so he should be dealing a little extra damage. The stun on the Edok. It's already difficult playing a Jawhead defensively, but the way Prince is keeping tabs on all the members of RQ, amazing. The dance has begun.
That lethal might have just saved Toy from using it. Purify Dyran with the flicker forward, unable to find anyone. RWM used up already. That's an ejector over towards Kirk. Chain CC! Oh my lord, Kirk stays alive! Toy gonna be caught, Tsunami Slam! Kelra gets the shot.
Dyran deep in, serves Kelra up the double, and Superman's looking for targets in the back as King Kong secures the Lord.
Domination from Onic Philippines. Kelra again gets a triple as he dives in between the turrets.
I could swear to God, Kelra was born to play MLBB. and he's blessing all of us in Tennis Indoor Sinayan with a performance of a lifetime. Onic PH are up now by about 7,000 gold and are marching through mid. Lord down bottom, Sutsujin making the most of the absence up top.
What do you do if you're RRQ now? It's not the standard composition that we would expect for RRQ. With a 1-1 here, clearing gets tough.
Pre-game, we talked about how, hey, if they were ahead and they were pushing forward, this would be good. If they were winning, if they were actually putting out firepower, it would be workable. They can win, but not like this.
Kirk. Primal Wrath used out. They're going to be looking for the siege there. Abyssal arrow lands on the man who can initiate. And just like that, they've neutralized another arrow. Super Prince is doing everything for the team. Another arrow goes in, lands on Sutsujin.
Mirko, it looks like Super Prince is in that movie you wanted. He's curving these arrows. How is he hitting them from that far?
Onic Philippines will continue the siege. No Lord, no problem. Edok looking for the conceal. Another arrow lands, and it stops them in his tracks. Super Prince, the only way to stop him is to kill him.
Not even a shutdown, but Sutsujin happy with what we walked away with. Kirk gets toy onto him.
Uh-oh, Brusco walked in. Will be caught in the bad spot now. Crossbow tank ready, will be used. Brusco taken down. 2 kills back to RRQ after the crazy oppression that we saw inside of their base.
Finally, the kingdom can cross the river. Finally, the kingdom can breathe fresh air and get resources that they've oh so longed for. They're closing the gap, yes, but it's but a speck in the interstellar gap between them and Onic PH right now. You're looking at a 5,000, 6,000 gold lead still Onic has. And look, when the fight actually starts, when Onic says it's go time, RRQ better be ready. Kirk looking for a target. Kelra pushing up forward. This could start with Prince, they could start with Brusco. There's an arrow!
Oh, they're going to try to go for the initiation into the back. Brusco. Earthshatter flicker from Kirk. That's an RWM coming down as well. Time going to be taken down by the Sky Piercer. Kirk taken out. That's the crossbow tank over to Brusco now. But look at him, he's too tanky. That's going to be the Win of Nature toy. Still able to kind of away now up against King Kong. So Sever!
And back line still standing. Sutsujin looking to shred through King Kong and Kelra. Not going to happen. Kelra blasts Prince.
4-4-2. In game 4, ladies and gentlemen, Onic Philippines are looking for the base turret. Sutsujin still alive, the mercenary, keeping the base turret from being taken. But the gold lead and the Lord will be all Onic Philippines.
Unless Sutsujin has something to say about it. Looking to burst out Kelra. Not gonna happen. Kelra looking to punish. Yes, the mercenary.
Too accurate. Another shot to reveal Dyron and Edok's schemes to steal the Lord, but it will not happen. Onic Philippines, 18-7, 13 minutes in, 7,000 to 8,000 gold lead now building up for them.
Looking at where a majority of the gold is, you can see it's all on Kelra. 4,000 between him and Toy. And here's what's sad, here's what's scary. It's not like Toy's having a bad game. Toy's actually taking to the skies more than I thought he would. He's been proccing crossbow tang more often and popping your Inspire more than he should, but not against Onic like this. Tsunami Slam!
RWM, but it is not enough to throw them back. Edok is down, another Abyssal arrow, zones them in the back as King Kong goes for the Soul Sever to clear. Kirk with the Earth Shatter, no flicker just yet. RRQ Hoshi looking to defend, they will be able to, but at what cost? 2 base turrets.
One last up top, the final bastion for RRQ's base, the only thing they're holding on to before it's game over, before it's just the base standing. Kirk already popped the Primal Wrath, blasted him. Where's the engagement gonna come from? Could be from any angle at this point. Flickers on Brusco, flickers on Kirk!
Sutsujin taken out by the Soul Sever. King Kong goes for the Queller now as Darren walks up, goes for the infinite pursuit, but will be disintegrated before he can do anything! King Kong gets the assassination! A triple for King Kong!
The Super Fam are at match point. Onic PH